Hello people, in this video we want to understand the difference between nephritic and nephrotic syndrome. Nephritic is the one you're seeing in the first bottle. What do you see in the first bottle, people? Here you're seeing that there is oliguria, less of urine, right? Oliguria, there is blood in the urine and there is some protein in the urine, okay? So basically there is oliguria, there is reduced renal function, and the little urine that is there, there is blood in the urine and there is protein. So this is nephritic syndrome. This is because of inflammation, okay? Inflammation, some inflammation happening there. Coming to nephrotic, guys, now if you come to nephrotic, you see the urine quantity is actually fine. There is no blood here. There is a lot of protein, okay? Greater than 3.5 gram per 24 hours. There's a lot of protein loss in the urine. You can see some fatty casts. And there could be frothy urine. Okay, this is how we have tried to represent it. This is all because of injury to podocytes. Okay, in nephrotic, what is happening? Injury to podocytes has happened. Now let us understand this. Here we are looking at the glomerulus. Let's zoom here. See glomerulus. So you have the blood coming in, right? So in the blood, where is the blood here? Blood is here in the. It's coming into the kidney, and this is the capillary lumen. Around the capillary lumen, you have the endothelial cells, right? That is the blood vessel wall. Around it, what you have is the glomerular basement membrane, which we will represent here. This is the glomerular basement membrane around this endothelium. Okay. This is the glomerular basement membrane. And then outside of this, you have the podocytes. What do you have outside of it? You have the podocytes. Podocytes. Okay. So how is the urine getting formed? From the blood, all the urea is being removed and everything is coming like this and forming urine, right? This is how the urine is getting collected. So now what did you understand? If blood has to enter in nephritic syndrome, if blood has to enter, what has to be damaged? The basement membrane has to be damaged. If basement membrane is damaged, these RBCs will make it to the urine. Okay. If the basement membrane is damaged, that will become nephritic syndrome. Now we want nephrotic. If you want nephrotic syndrome, lot of proteins should be lost. In that case, what should be damaged is the podocytes. If the podocytes are injured, then there will be lot of protein in the urine. So if you want massive proteinuria, that is nephrotic syndrome, that is greater than 3.5 gram per hour of urine, if it has that much of protein, then it will become nephrotic syndrome. So going back here, you have understood now that nephritic, there is break in the glomerular basement membrane allowing the RBCs. So there is hematuria, there is actually oliguria, the kidney is not functioning properly. And coming to nephrotic, in nephrotic, what is damaged? Podocytes, there is injury to podocytes. Don't forget what is damaged in nephrotic. Podocytes are damaged, okay? And what do you have in the urine? Full of protein. And this guy is losing so much protein, his liver will try to make excess protein, some more protein. In that process, this liver will not only make protein, this liver will make cholesterol, it will make lipids, right? That is lipids, cholesterol. It will also make some clotting factors, right? Clotting factors it will make. Because of so much protein loss, the liver is trying to overcompensate, right? So these people will have some fatty casts also in the urine. Frothy urine they can have. They'll have hypercholesterolemia because they are making lot of cholesterol. They are making lot of coagulation factors. So they are hypercoagulable. Am I saying that right? Yeah. So all this happens in nephrotic. So where will you see fatty casts in nephrotic? Where will you see frothy urine? Nephrotic. Where will you see blood in urine? You may or may not detect, but under microscope they may detect. That is nephritic. Okay. Where is the glomerular basement membrane affected? Nephritic. Where is the podocyte injured? Nephrotic. Very good. Both these conditions will have in common loss of protein, edema, hypertension. These three are common for all the three. Okay, let's write that. In both these cases, what will be there? Proteinuria, edema, hypertension. These three are common for both. Proteinuria, edema, hypertension. This much is common for both. In fact, in this one, they are saying hypotension or hypertension. That is kind of confusing. See here. Possible intravascular volume depletion with hypotension, intravascular expansion with hypertension. Or both of them can be there, they are saying. Anyways. Now let us look at the causes. See, nephritic is because of what? Inflammation. That you have understood, right? Nephritic is because of what? Nephritic is because of inflammation. So, nephritic, post-streptococcal glomerular nephritis, any inflammation like anti-GBM disease will cause break in GBM. So, who will escape? RBCs will escape. Okay. Small vessel vasculitis, that also can cause nephritic. So, here you can see here how they have written here this diagram. They are showing that there is hematuria, right? Hematuria is there. More hematuria is there in nephritic. Where is more protein loss? More protein loss is there in nephrotic. See here. Proteinuria is increasing like this. So, more proteinuria is there in nephrotic. Okay. Nephrotic, why does nephrotic happen? Now, let us look at why nephrotic happens. So, nephrotic happens in diabetic nephropathy, membranous nephropathy, amyloidosis, minimal change nephropathy, focal segmental glomerulosclerosis. These are the causes of nephrotic syndrome. Okay. In SLE, you will see everything. Nephritic, nephrotic, hematuria, proteinuria, everything you will see in SLE. That's why they have written SLE here. SLE, all renal causes. So, systemic lupus erythematosus, all renal things will be there. IgA nephropathy will lead to hematuria, right? And proteinuria. So, it will be more like a nephritic. So, are you able to understand that? Let's underline. Give us a red color, please. So, look at this IgA nephropathy here. IgA nephropathy will cause all these things. IgA nephropathy will cause nephritic syndrome. It will cause hematuria and proteinuria. So, it will become nephritic. Okay. See, nephritic itself can later progress to become nephrotic. That is another thing you have to understand. Nephritic itself can become nephrotic later. And nephrotic is more serious. There's a lot of protein loss in nephrotic. Okay. For both of these conditions, the treatment is steroids. Both of these conditions, the treatment is steroids only. Okay. Nephritic can be a little self-limiting. Okay. Nephrotic is more worse. It's more worse actually. The histology that they are showing here, guys, look at this histology that they are showing here. This histology on this side, nephritic, whatever they are showing here, this histology is of the inflammation, crescent formation, break in GBM they are trying to show. On this side, whatever they are showing is diabetic nephropathy. What are you seeing here? There will be damage to podocytes. Diabetic nephropathy, nephrotic syndrome, damage to podocytes. Now, let us look at one more diagram and we will ask you the questions. Look at this. Where is glomerular basement membrane? Here. If glomerular basement membrane is affected, what will you see? Nephritic syndrome. Very good. If the podocytes are affected, what will you see? If the podocytes are injured and there is some structural change of the glomerulus, what will you see? Nephrotic syndrome. Massive proteinuria you will see. Okay. Nephrotic syndrome, greater than 3.5 gram per day you will lose protein.